What is up, everyone? We are here in Independence, Missouri, not too far from where we were yesterday. So that high V up there, that is where the Boost Mobile was. But guys, you can see this was a former Best Buy, and this was a former Babies R Us. And if we look closely, we can actually see some of the label scar. This Babies R Us closed before 2016. I can't say for sure when it closed, but I can say it closed before 2016 because it's abandoned on the street view. It's not a storage facility. Like, it wasn't a storage facility for a while, but by 2016 it was abandoned. So you can see the public storage sign, but if you look really faintly, should be able to see an S there. I know I could from back where I parked. So we're definitely going to go check the back to see if, hey, is there a loading area? Yeah, you should be able to see the S better there. But like you can tell this was a Toys R Us, Babies R Us type place by looking at it. It's not uncommon for these storage facilities to take over retail and not really change much of the interior. So like if you look at the roof design, you can tell that's a Toys R Us, Babies R Us roof design. But what we really need to do is go around to the back, because the back of these places is where the treasure tends to be if they're converted to, say, a storage facility. Trying to see if I see any remnants of a label scar on a label scar for Babies R Us up there. Still feels abandoned looking at the parking lot. And here's our loading area. Disappointingly, I do not see Babies R Us signs. And I don't see any Babies R Us signage in the back. So ironically, the closest thing to Babies R Us signage we can see here is in the front, where we've got a little bit of a label scar still visible. But the way the sun is hitting it, I don't know how well it's picking up on camera. And I mean, I guess maybe they decided to consolidate the Babies R Us stuff into the Toys R Us up at Noland Fashion Center. And, well, I guess we know how that worked out since there's nothing up there anymore. We're gonna go take a look at the Best Buy. Should be able to see the S. I can see it pretty clearly. And here's the side of the building that has no roads going along it. We do have some paint peeling away, exposing some of the old paint that probably would have been from the days of Babies R Us. We've also got an abandoned Shell that shares a parking lot with the Best Buy and the Babies R Us. So here's the Best Buy. Very distinctive facade that Best Buy uses for their stores. Can see the label scar a bit more distinctly, with the gray tone changing. And look at that, it's just completely gutted. The Best Buy, it's just gutted. See if we can see any Best Buy remnants in the back. I suspect there might be something across the street we might have some interest in. I'll look at historical maps and determine. This area is always bringing up new surprises in a good way. In terms of abandoned retail stuff. Like, how could I not come back here today with all the success we had yesterday? We've got a coat hanger here. Hope that's not a message, because there's a church that's operating in there of them saying, get your coat hangers ready. Which, you better not make us get our coat hangers ready. How about this for a loading dock? got the black and blue here. Does that remind you of anything? Best Buy. Let's see. Not sure. You've got an old light from Best Buy that's completely taken apart to get that wiring. Ooh, that is nasty. That is nasty. Is that mold? That is nasty right there. What's running down from that spigot? From that drainage pipe. The mold that's generating, just wow. Got some stuff that clearly dates back to Best Buy. Guessing the red was what it used to be painted. Got more of those classic Best Buy facade lights. But yeah, I might take some interest in what's across the street. I'll drive over there if I go over there. But let's go check out the Shell first. The most abandoned thing of our abandoned locations here. I know this Best Buy closed before 2019 from looking at the street view. Don't know when it closed. I know the Babies R Us closed before 2016. FedEx now hiring to put up a "Sorry we missed you" sticker. How about that? Since these gas pumps are still intact, and that price is high compared to elsewhere. You can see that the brochures are in not too good of a shape. This was licensed in 2023, so it has not been abandoned that long. It's nasty to see a bullet hole. You can see the building is pretty gutted though. Despite closing fairly recently, building seems pretty gutted. Through the one window we can look through. You had a drive-through for something here. It's just what? Son. Even though this thing's doing nothing, the door's locked. Seeing if you can see through that, I don't think you can. Still got power on. I've already got some graffiti here, and oh, we've got some graffiti that makes me uncomfortable. Like, makes me uncomfortable to know that there are NAZIs actively, like, if you're doing that and you're a graffiti artist, fuck you for two reasons. And you're a graffiti artist in places where it isn't authorized, that is. Here's a look at our dumpster area. As you can see, it's pretty trashed. It does not take long for something to get trashed up here in Independence, it seems. Because, like, I mean, this is the most recently abandoned place, and it's already trashed. And graffitied. And everything. But yeah, that's probably going to do it for this live stream. And I'll see you across the street.